I feel like I need to block everything out and stay focused on my goals. Take over the globe.
In a different mind state. I'm playing for keys like in the streets, I want it my way. Hey, fuck that state, we eating beef, we know that crime pay. They say we dogs and every dog gon' have his dying day. Rockin' that demon SRT, that big and sideways.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to a new video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's video doesn't really have anything to do with my cars, but it has everything to do with my friend's new M8 Competition. But a quick update on the cars. The M3 recently got a new tune, so it makes more power, which means it's a lot faster. I will make a whole video on that. And as far as the Trackhawk, we gotta take the blower out of the car and do a supercharger rebuild. And that rebuild consists of replacing the bushings and the bearings, and that's just common maintenance for these superchargers, especially after you port them. I can still drive it and have fun with it, but the supercharger makes a squeaking noise whenever I give it gas. Hopefully I'm gonna get that rebuilt done in the next couple of weeks, and then we should be all good to go. And here's the M8 Competition. This one's a Grand Coupe, which means it's a 4-door. It's in this beautiful blue, a very rare blue. I mostly see white on black ones, but we got a new modification in the trunk. And here it is. It's a huge box. I want you guys all to comment what you think is in this box. The only thing this M8 has are downpipes. You could hear a little bit of the backfire, but I believe with this new exhaust, you're gonna hear it a lot more. Let me give you guys a better look at this M8. So it's blue with red brakes, and it's a Grand Coupe like I mentioned, so it has 4 doors. And it's really, really nice. I don't know if I like the 4 doors on the M8s or the 2 doors. Let's check out the interior. It's my favorite part on this thing. Look at this. All white interior, diamond stitching. Look at that. Carbon fiber everywhere. This thing is sick. Look at all this. Very nice. And then it says M8 Competition right there. Well, here's what we got for the M8. It's a full exhaust, and look how many pieces we got. Look at all that. And then here is the muffler with the valves. Then we got the tips right here. A bunch of the hardware. Look at all this. We got stainless steel, of course, because we aren't really a fan of titanium. And before we do the install, I want y'all to hear how it sounds with the stock exhaust. It actually sounds pretty good, but of course it's gonna sound 10 times better with this full exhaust from German Car Accessories. So major shout out to them for sending this exhaust out. Here's a better look at the exhaust. So you got the valved muffler right here with the 304 stainless steel. And then we got these tips, they're carbon fiber. Look how good they look. My friend opted in for the carbon fiber tips. You could get chrome, you could get black, or you could get carbon. They also have titanium. Look at this. Super nice, very high quality, I must say. Yeah, and then here is the module for the valves, and then here's the rest of the exhaust. Now we're gonna get the M8 up in the air and get started on the install. The stock exhaust is almost off the car, but I want to do a quick comparison between these tips and the stock tips. These are the stock M8 tips. I believe they're 2.5, maybe 3 inches, and then these are the aftermarket one. This one is black, and then this one's carbon fiber. Look at it. There's a huge size difference. I believe this one is maybe 3.5, maybe 4. And the carbon just hits so good. Before we got my friend this new exhaust, he went and did a muffler delete, and well, it looked like a 12-year-old did it. Look at this horrible welding job. What is this? And then they didn't even bother welding it right here or right here. Like, they just stopped right there. And then look at that. I mean, this is just absolutely horrible. I have never seen welding job like this, and I'm not gonna say the name of the shop because they probably don't want this publicity. And the worst part is my friend paid $420 for this horrible job, which was a complete waste of money. So just come to Lance and he'll get you all set up, and he will not let you leave looking like this. I'm gonna leave Lance's information in the description below, so make sure you check him out. The exhaust is all done. Look at that, it looks so good. Let me show you guys one more time. Everything done, and then the tips are all in place. Now the only thing left to do is get all the wiring done for the valves. Sounds so good. And then we could open and close the valves. All right, so look how quiet it is. And then we open them.
It's not too loud like a Hellcat. It's just when it needs to be loud, it can be.
Yeah, let's hear some revs. She is all ready to go home. Let me show you guys the carbon fiber tips. Look how good they look. And it sounds so good. It's not too loud, it's not too obnoxious. And then you also get this remote right here to close the valves and open them up. So that's pretty cool. Big shout out to German Car Accessories for the exhaust, and a huge shout out to Lance for installing it. Let me know what you guys think of the exhaust. Is it loud, is it quiet, or is it just perfect? I love the way the new exhaust sounds. It's not too loud, it's not obnoxious. It fits the M8 really well. You gotta understand, the M8 is not really a sports car. Well, it is, but like it's a little bit of both. It's more luxurious than sporty. It's not an M3, it's not an M4. So if it's too loud and obnoxious, it just won't fit it. You know, the style of the M8 is to be luxurious. You know, you throw a little exhaust, it sounds good, it pops, but it's not like a loud and obnoxious. You don't want it to sound like, you know, an obnoxious vehicle. I think the M3 and the M4 can get away with sounding obnoxious, but the M8, it's just a lot more classier. It's the classiest, you know, M car I believe in the lineup.